What's up, everybody? Thanks for checking out Hunt, Shoot, Live. Super pumped about today's episode. Got another Odepro product to try out. I've done two videos previously with Odepro, and now I've got the NT21. So I'm going to give you guys a full review inside the house, full review outside the house, in the dark. Turn the lights off. It's night outside. And if you're interested in these products, you can find the links for this NT21, for the KL41 Plus and the 52 Plus. Those will be in my video description. I have previously done two different Odepro product reviews and have been really pleased with the results. I did a review with the KL41 Plus, and then I did a review with the KL52 Plus. Both of those flashlights were extremely impressive. So they did send me these. They sent me to review, but honestly, I would purchase these flashlights. You can watch both of my other reviews. I did them in the field. I do a lot of night hunting, and I would absolutely buy those flashlights. You know, had I not, actually they're both going to replace two of my other lights that I had been using. And check out those other videos if you want the details of both of those. But for today, I've got the NT21. Now this is a 1200 lumen LED flashlight. They advertise it with having a 984 feet beam. That's pretty specific. We're going to put that to the test tonight. So I'm going to tell you just a little bit about this flashlight. And I've also got my KL41 Plus and my KL52 Plus. We're going to put those to the test. I'm going to turn all the lights off in the house. And since this is sort of like a tactical light flashlight that you could put in your pocket, we'll look at it in sort of the urban environment inside the home in the dark. And then we're going to take it outside. It is pitch black outside, nighttime. And I'm going to compare this with the other two Odepros and see what they do. They perform excellent, so let's see what the NT21 will do. Now here's what the NT21 looks like. Very small, easy to hold in your hand. It's got a little pocket / belt clip right there. If you wanted to just slide that into your pocket, slide that onto a belt loop, it's definitely going to hold. Now, it also comes in this cool little box. Pop the top off. It's got a card that sort of walks you through how to go through the different modes. Now, the NT21 has 4 different brightness levels plus a strobe feature. So that is pretty cool, and it's all done with one button. So I'm going to show you that in just a little bit when we start testing it out. But it comes in this very nice little case. Pop the top off, and you'll see right off the bat that you've got this super nice nylon sheath, if you want to call it, or carry case. It's going to clip onto a belt, and inside of that they've got the two 18650 batteries that operates the NT21. These I use these a lot in my other lights. The other two Odepros take them, and all the other hunting lights that I have. These are really good batteries. You usually get about 4 or 5 hours of run time with them. So very good batteries, and they're cheap if you want to buy extras. So it runs off of one of those, but they give you two. It comes with two. Now, a really cool feature with this, also with the NT21, is the charging cable is, it plugs in just a regular USB, but it has a magnetic connection. It connects to the back of the NT21 magnetically. I thought that was a really cool feature. Comes with a couple extra O-rings. This bad boy is waterproof. It is rated for up to 30 minutes at 2 meters. So you get a couple extra waterproofing O-rings, and then you also get this lanyard with it. Now, as I said, it is pocket-sized, very lightweight, made out of this nice aluminum alloy. A really cool feature that I don't have on any of the other flashlights that I have, but when you turn this on, and I will turn it on for you, you'll see that this glows. So this is a built-in battery level indicator. So as your battery goes down, this goes down. So I think that's really cool, and it doesn't stay on. It doesn't burn your battery up, but very cool feature. Now, after you leave this off for a minute, it goes into a safe auto lockout function that keeps you from just hitting the light. And of course, it's been less than a minute that I turned it on, but after a minute that it's been off, you can't just hit the button. You have to hold it for 2 seconds before it comes back on. So really cool unit. It looks cool, and it functions cool with the lights on. So let's put this thing to the test. Like I said, I've got the NT21, and then I've also got these hunting flashlights. Now both of these cost more. These are all Odepro products, the 41 plus, 52 plus. So the 52 plus being the most expensive, then the 41, and the NT21 is the least expensive of the three options. So let's compare them side by side and see how they perform. We're going to do inside first with all the lights out, and then we'll take these three outside. Well, as you can see, it's pitch black. Now I'm in my the big room that I was just standing in. This is a big vaulted ceiling in here, and I've got all my critters hanging on the wall, all my taxidermy and such. So I'm going to turn on the NT21 first. Has a really good beam. Now this is low, so we'll start on the low setting. I'm going to say my ceiling's, it's a vaulted ceiling, so I'm going to say the top of my ceiling up there is probably 15 to 20 feet from where I'm standing now, and then the gray fox that you see there is 10 or 12 feet from me, and the same for the deer. So it's lighting those up really well on low mode. That is low mode. Hold it for 2 seconds, pops it up to medium. That's medium mode. 2 more seconds, pops it to high, and finally turbo. Very cool that it has 4 settings. Now it has a memory also, so if I turn it off, when I turn it back on, it's going to come right back on to turbo. So it works very well. So now let's compare this to our other 2 Odepro lights. So there I've got, let's do the KL41 Plus first. So I've got the NT21 right now. There's the NT21. Cut it off and I'll cut on the KL41 Plus. So that really is basically like the low setting of the NT21. So this is the KL41 Plus with the white light. Now it comes in its package, it comes with different light options, green and red light options, and the white. But and I can't change it from this one setting. So it, as far as brightness, it is definitely not as bright as the NT21. Now that was the NT21, of course, on the turbo setting. I guess the KL41 low, medium, high, turbo. So KL41 on the left. It looks like it's maybe a little more concentrated. I've got the NT21 on turbo on the right. So they're very comparable. Very comparable. And the NT21 is a heck of a lot less expensive. Now this is inside. We're going to take it outside here in a minute, but so there's that. All right, let's get out the KL52 Plus. NT21 over here on the right. Turbo. I'll turn the KL52 Plus over here on the left. Now it is on very, very wide. The cool thing about the KL52 is that it tightens down. You can see as I tighten down, it gets much brighter. And then these two, the 41 and the 52, of course, those are made for outside. Those are long distance night hunting, and this thing really shines, no pun intended, really shines when you're outside. But just sort of gives you a little comparison when I make the beam a little brighter. This NT21, man, is really performing well. So let's, we won't break out the other 2 Odepros until we get outside. Let's transition on through my house, and I will show you in the dark what it does. Okay, I'm just going to leave it on the highest setting. I'm going to leave it on turbo because, I'm sure that's what people would want to use most of the time. As you can see, I'm looking probably about 15 feet in front of me into the other room there. You could easily light up a room. Here's my stairwell. going down the steps easily can light the way. And if you were, if there was an intruder down here, it would really be wreaking havoc on their ability to see me, because this sucker it's pretty bright. You get down here into our den area. Again, we're probably talking 15-20 feet across this room, and it's illuminating everything. No problems. And then on into the kitchen area, illuminating the whole room. Very nice. Very nice. And just for sake of showing you, let's do there's low, medium, high, and turbo. Okay. Well, let's get this bad boy outside, see what it's going to do outside. I am outside. It is pitch black. Here we go. NT21. Hold it for 2 seconds because it went into the safe mode. And that is really impressive. That's shining down. My power box there, that is easily 40 yards from me. Easily 40 yards. And you can see it even, it's catching on down the road past that. Very nice. Totally lights up that building. Look at that. Wow. Pocket-sized flashlight. Let's compare it with got the 41 plus right here. So the NT21 on the right, 41 plus on the left. Dang. 41 plus may be just a tad better, but it's quite a bit more expensive. Obviously, the 41 plus is meant to be a hunting light, and it has some features specifically for hunting that the NT21 is not going to have, but wow, man. Odepro is very impressive. They make a very good product. I'll show you the KL52 plus. So NT21 on the right. Let me zoom this in. NT21 on the right. Well, good lord, the battery's gonna be dying. You can, it's hard to compare these two. That's the KL52. I've got it tightened up. The purposes are just so different for these. If it's something really, really far away, and then of course it shines, it really does better when you've got the red light or the green light in it. But the whole story here is for the NT21, and man, is it just lighting up the world. Let's look at some different stuff with it. See, as I'm going down through here, having no problem fully illuminating everything. Let me scan through these modes with you. Let me get, see, I'm probably about 20 yards away from my building. There's the low, medium, high, and the turbo. Turbo is crazy. Obviously your battery life is going to be a little bit decreased when you're running on the higher modes. I'm sure that the 4-hour battery life is only going to be relevant for the low setting. But my power indicator here is still showing that I've got plenty of power left. So, probably can't see that really well. But, shining up through there. Look at that. Let me shine it back on my house. It's lighting my whole house up. You see this crap advertised with those cheap flashlights on commercials, but this thing is literally doing it, man. That's my house. That's not a building. That's my house, my 2,500 square foot home. Really, really impressive. Let's peek down in the woods here. I'm going to be using this in a wooded setting. Oh yeah, man, I'm easily illuminating 100 yards in front of me. No problem. No problem. Some thick brush there. Well, I'm impressed. Odepro's done it again. Impressive product. Very impressive. Well, you don't have to just take my word for it. You saw it. The Odepro NT21 is legit. The only thing that I can say that I definitely noticed that was odd, and I've not experienced with my other Odepros, but on that turbo, I could feel it was getting hot. But, you know, the battery life, this whole thing is still lit up. So, for the testing that I've done, you know, completely charged still. And it comes with another battery with it. So you can, even if you do use this one up, you've got another battery you can plug into it. So, great light. Odepro has a limited lifetime warranty. I've got a lot of other products other than the 3 that I've shown you during this episode, but the 3 that I've tried, thoroughly impressed. Check out my other 2 videos on the other 2 lights. Go to Hunt, Shoot, Live on YouTube, and you can find those there. Check out my playlist and my product reviews. And I've got a ton of other videos also on my channel. Lots of different gun reviews, air gun reviews, a lot of different hunts, a lot of different recipes with wild game and stuff. So if you like that sort of thing, please check out Hunt, Shoot, Live on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe so you can catch all our new videos as they're coming out. Go over to huntshootlive.com. Got some good content on that. Appreciate you all. As always, God bless. Thanks Odepro for sending this. Very cool flashlight. Remember, there's a link to this and the other Odepro products that I've reviewed in my video description. So follow those links there if you're interested in this product. Appreciate you guys for checking out Hunt, Shoot, Live. God bless. We'll see you next time.